How's it going, guys? My name is Grant, and welcome today to How to Play Craps. Today I'm going to show you about the popular casino game known as Craps. To start off, everybody needs to know that you must be 21 years of age or older to play the game of Craps inside of a casino. Today we just have a home-sized table that we're playing here just to show you as an example. To start off with, know that the craps table is about usually 20 feet long. There's a few of them in each casino, and they're pretty easy to find. Just usually look for the people that are yelling the loudest. So to start off today, I'm going to go ahead and kind of show you some of the materials that you're going to need to play the game of craps. Today, I'm sitting in the dealer's position. I believe that this is the best way to explain to you how to play the game. Here we have the dealer's dowel stick. It's basically a dowel rod with this little contraption at the end just to kind of pull the dice around the table. It's usually much longer to where that the dealer sitting in the middle will be able to arrange dice and push and move dice around to various players from either in this end or this end of the table. So the most important thing to know is just kind of the rest of the materials. The dice here. We have these dice, there are 4 of them. Generally in a casino you're going to have around 6, and you get to pick 2 of those 6. Today we only have 4. And next is the chips. The chips today we have are white, red, blue, and black. And today we also have the money that I have here. And that's the first real step of playing, is when you walk up to the table you exchange the money that you have in for chips. So that's the first step. You exchange it in for chips. And next, you're going to want to start playing. The way that things go when you want to roll, it goes counterclockwise. You can still play the game of craps even though it's not rolling. You're not rolling, and I'll explain that a little bit more later on. But mostly today I'm going to go into the detail of the actions going into when you yourself are rolling the dice. So to start off, you put your chips on the pass line, and that's saying that anything except a 7 will count as a point. If you roll a 7, then that is considered crapping out, and you lose the 2 chips that you put down here, for example. So to start off with, we'll roll. So you'll roll after everybody will make their bets, and a 6 has been rolled. Everybody can see the 6 there. A 6 has been rolled. And you turn this, and the dealer will now turn the chip on and place it on 6. So from now, you'll keep playing, you'll keep rolling, and whatever numbers you roll, whatever it may be, you'll keep playing up until you get a 7. When a 7 is rolled, it's called 7 or 7 out. And at that point, all the bets that are left on the table are no longer valid and will start over anew. But if you do keep rolling, and say eventually you roll another 6, that's considered making point, and everybody else that was on the table that was on the pass line will win. So that's kind of how sometimes when you see the game of craps being so fun, everybody's so excited. That's because one person just won like a group of people a lot of money, and it gets to become really, really fun. But the most important part is knowing this pass and don't pass line. I want to go into the don't pass line a little bit more. The don't pass line is saying that the person is going to roll a 7 and crap out before they hit the point, which in this case was a 6. So that's about it for the don't pass. Next, we're going to go into some more of the more minor bets here that we have. We have the hard bets. These bets are for an individual roll. Say someone has just rolled the 6 and they roll a number right after that, and before they roll, somebody on the other end of the table bets a hard 4. And now what a hard number means is that a bet is achieved by having 2 of the same dice facing up. An example of a hard 4 would look like this: 2 2s. Further on and so on and so forth. 2 5s would be a hard 10, and I think you get the point from there. So that would be considered a hard bet. So if somebody rolled, and whatever it was, and it came up with 2 6s, that would be an example of a hard 12 on that roll. And if anyone bet on the hard 12, then that person would win money on that one particular bet. It's a pretty risky bet. Usually you only see people making this bet if they have a decent amount of money to play with, if they're feeling pretty cocky about how their game's going, or if they're feeling pretty lucky. But most of the people around the age that this video is going to be showed to usually don't go to the casino with a whole ton of money. They just go for a fun time. The casino calls these people leisure players. And these people go to the casino and don't necessarily bet a ton of money, but still have fun in general. And I personally enjoy it as well. Next, we're going to go to the specific number bets. These are the numbers lined right here. You're going to see 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. The reason why we skip 7 is because, again, if a 7 is rolled, the game is over and we start over anew. But for an example, if what we just rolled is it's a 4, 2 4s, and so that would be an 8. And what you can do is that before a roll, or for the entire time until a 7 is rolled, you can place a bet. You can put, say, example, if this was a $5 chip, you can place a bet right here on the 8. And if an 8 was rolled, you would get money, and you could still keep your bet out there. So for an example, if a point's not made or a 7 isn't rolled for 4 turns, but say you get a 4, a 5, a 6, and then like another 4 and consecutively rolled, then you keep winning money because you have money bet on these specific numbers. After that, we have something called the field bet. The field bet just basically says is that we're betting on another single roll. You can bet on the field bet 4 here, and a field bet and a regular point bet here. It's all the same. It's all a different type of 4, but you're still betting on the same number. What the field bet is it's going to say anything except 6 and 8, because outside of 7, which is the highest likelihood to roll, a 6 and an 8 are the most common. So that's what the field bet says is the least likely to be rolled. The reason that 2s and 12s pay double is because that they're harder to achieve. That's the least likely bet to have. And so 2s and 12s pay double. That's basically it for today. When it comes to the game of craps, just know that there's common casino etiquettes. The casinos don't really like you to have your phones at the table. They don't like you to have your the dice outside of the table. And that's part of the way of learning how to play craps at a casino is just to go play. You can honestly only learn so much from this video. The best way to learn is to actually play. So I hope you all enjoyed the video and have a great day.